Hello, Z Nation fans, and welcome back to another episode of the AfterBuzz TV Z Nation After Show. Today we're talking about Season 5, Episode 6, Limbo. And we will be discussing how what happens in Limbo stays in Limbo, the relative success of the Talker Underground, and why you never bet the house. We have two fantastic guests joining us, and we'll see you after the opening.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Can we talk about how amazing this song is?
Oh, it's just so good.
It
So
is. Now, you knew who was the artist for this one again?
Jason Gallagher does the music for the show, and he wrote this, and his wife is singing.
So yeah, you can find it on YouTube. Do the thing, win the stuff. This song is amazing. So good. I'd love to let it play through the whole episode, but unfortunately that's not how this works. So hi, welcome back. We are the Z Nation After Show on AfterBuzz TV. We are looking at Season 5, Episode 6, Limbo. And with me I have Michelle Cullen.
Hello, everyone.
Megan Salinas is actually currently stuck in Limbo. We are, we're going to see if we can find her at some point.
Which is the 405.
Yeah, more like The Office. She's quite literally buried. We will find her at some point, probably by knocking on a rock. I am Katie Cullen. I am running the show in her absence, and we have two fantastic guests with us today. We have Sydney Viengluang.
Hello, everyone.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
It was close enough. Yes.
How you say it?
Viengluang.
Viengluang.
I should have asked.
It's fine.
And returning to the show for the first time in forever, Anastasia Baranova.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome back to the
you.
both of you.
Thank you. Good to be back. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome
Up
back
on the
whenever.
table.
Yeah. That is the only upside to missing a host, is that we can fit everyone at the table. Otherwise, we really super miss Megan. So, yes. Sydney, I actually want to talk with you for a little bit before we get started on the episode recap, because we love Sun May. She's not in this episode.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm in the lab.
So, was there any specific approach you took to her this season?
A lot of my work and in this season and my story arc is mainly in the lab. So it's just a lot of studying the Z Nation science and jargon and technical words. So I'm definitely doing more of the scientist part of my character. So it's just, studying that.
Hashtag Z Nation Science.
Yeah,
Hashtag Z Nation Science.
exactly. You look it up and then you're like, wait, that doesn't. Hashtag Z Nation
Hashtag
Science.
Z Nation Science. You blame the black rain, blame whatever.
Yeah,
blame
you just got to make
everything.
sense of it as an actor and you go with it. So, and
then
hopefully it comes out as natural and truthful as possible.
And that also means that you wind up covered in far less fake gore than normal.
Yes, I'm definitely not dirty this season. I'm in my white coveralls and I don't get dirt on me. Sorry. Or blood or until later maybe. I don't know.
Do you have both eyes?
I do.
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
That's nice.
Well, you're doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah.
Cushy
Yeah,
job
look at you.
and-
Moving on up.
Moving on up, man.
But the flip side of that is you're stuck in proto-fascist hell.
Yes. Yeah. But I have Little Red with me, so she's my little buddy.
Yeah.
You do.
Do we get, I know this is a question that I shouldn't ask, but I'm super curious. Do we get just even the vaguest inkling of what happened last season when everyone disappeared? Maybe like the vaguest. Yeah.
No.
I love that.
No, yeah, you're not gonna find out what happened. I think I had a line in the maybe episode 2 when you first see my character, and Murphy asked me what happened to me at the refugee camp, and I just had to make up my own backstory. I say that Dante finds me and then he brings me to Altura, but it's never explained exactly how I disappear. And I had to just, when we first shot it, it was supposed to be some unknown creature. Because they were like,
kind of what it
that's how I was
with
directed.
The sound effects
yeah,
and
he said, okay, just pretend there's like some scratching over here, some scratching over there. So that's how I played it, because that's how it was directed. And I thought it was going to be explained and shown in the next season. But then when I shot the scene and Murphy asked me, Alex Yellen, who directed it, he was like, okay, well, we'll do it how you practice it or rehearse it as you, with your backstory, and then let's try it where something really traumatic happened to you. And I guess that's the take they used. So
Okay.
So we definitely need
Yeah,
the
interesting.
Adventures of Sun May spinoff where we find out where she went for the rest of that season.
You just got to go with it like that. It's just like, okay, well.
Just play it like cold and dark, and then the audience can project and like fill in the
Yeah,
blanks.
exactly.
That's what I
I'm like,
did.
That's our answer. Just
It's just like the smoke monster left the island and lost and wound up in the apocalypse.
The smoke monster left Zona.
look away and just.
I can't,
sorry,
I can't
what are
talk
we
about
talking
it. It's too much.
Yes.
Well, this is why God gave us fan fiction.
Yes. So, fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't have a better answer
Better
for you
answer.
guys.
I
Sorry.
expected no answer. I'm satisfied that there was one.
Yeah, sometimes we just get that's actually spoilers, so we can't. So
Yeah,
we
like, I knew it was-
appreciated knowing.
A delicate line, but I was curious.
I think we
Yeah.
also need the adventures of Addy because, yeah.
What have you been up to?
Yeah.
Whatever you project me to have been up to, you just fill in those blanks, whatever you like, man. I was eating popcorn somewhere.
And crickets.
Oh, God.
Pop crickets. You know, you put the cheese sauce on them and they're fine.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Actually, we could have been hanging out.
That's what we...
Exactly.
Oh my God, we were having a romantic rendezvous.
Yes,
That's
there
what
you
it
go.
was.
Yes.
We went,
You
forget
got
the
me and you're like,
apocalypse.
let's go, girl.
Girl, come on. I'll show you my lab.
And the trauma is that Addy left to go work with the
I
Tiger
know.
Underground.
I-
And you,
Like, you said you'd be with me forever.
Sorry.
Oh man.
that's the show that I want to be recapping.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Tell us about your wild
So
adventures in the
much
woods.
has happened.
Innocence lost.
Romance found.
There you go.
Z Nation after hours. I'm sorry. How are you guys?
We're doing great. We
What's
missed
going
you
on,
We just went off on a
guys?
tangent.
Sorry. Anyway, so the
We
show.
asked for this tangent, and it has been a good and glorious thing.
We deliver.
And Megan is in the chat. Look at this beautiful panel, she says.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
that
we
can't be
miss
true.
you.
You're not on it.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's move into talking about this episode. We heard about Limbo a couple episodes ago when Murphy got picked up by his lieutenant, and now we get to see it. And I like that our first inkling of it was that last week's password to get into Limbo was help. The zombies will get you in automatically, but help does not.
Yeah.
It's a thing of wonder and glory, and it's basically zombie talker Z Nation style seedy Las Vegas.
Yep.
Like, this is Las Vegas before they reskinned it to be family friendly and added Cirque du Soleil shows and whatnot. Like, this is what Vegas used to be, except now also zombies. So I want to know, what was everyone's favorite part of Limbo?
Doc.
Oh my gosh.
Just like as a cap, Doc. Every single moment of Russell's performance was just
I feel
And
like
the
you could say that about
outfits.
this entire season.
that ensemble.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, right?
He only wore it for a brief time.
then lost it all.
Yeah. Naked Russell, I think for me.
I didn't
down-
finish the episode, so he got naked.
I'm down to my last sock.
And it's
Not on my foot.
Oh, his one-liners.
Oh, he
And
just
the
sits
best
there,
line.
man.
That's a big sock. I get by.
Again, right? That was so good. I love that we finally just like, yeah, you get naked, okay? That's
You do.
you
You
get
do it.
naked
Let's
for
go.
the
We
ratings.
got a table. It's fine.
Dr. Beck.
From what you saw, what was your favorite
I
aspect
just thought it was
of
a fun
Limbo?
world to be in, you know, like with the music and the, you know, just the underground Vegas world. It was fun, you know.
I really liked Whack the Head.
Right.
Honestly.
And I also feel
Hit the
like
head. Hit the head. Was that
Limbo,
it?
yeah, hit the
was
head.
hit the head.
What was the other stuff? All the puking was really gross.
That was weird.
was
What was the whole point of
I
that?
don't get that.
Yeah, I didn't get that game either.
I mean, people will bet on anything.
I guess, right?
And this is CD Murphy Run Vegas.
And I feel
So-
like Limbo is really like the inside of Murphy's mind.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's really what Murphy's like on the inside.
Like, personality-wise, he was right at home, but logistics-wise, dude does not know how to run a casino.
Not at all.
No, he's not good at
He
that.
means well. Isn't this the second time he's had strippers? I didn't get a chance
yeah.
to
Oh,
go
yeah,
back.
he loves
and
strippers.
Oh,
see
he
it.
loves
Season
strippers.
That one episode?
Right.
Season 2, episode
You give
1,
Murphy any
Cheyenne,
opportunity,
Wyoming.
and he's just, that's right.
But they prefer go-go dancers.
Go-go
Yes,
So the
go-go
strippers
dancers,
are
yes.
upstairs.
Downstairs. Or is it upstairs?
It
Okay,
was upstairs because downstairs was the,
Oh, the basement,
literal
yeah, the
underground
talkers.
existence.
Yep.
I
it
was
a fun
fond
world.
of Whack the Head, and honestly, as much as it made me go, oh God, why? I really liked Z Moonshine. With the
that was
zombies eating
really
it, and then
that was neat.
Was that a practical effect?
we
in
did,
her?
yeah, we did a
That's-
practice, yeah, and that was super
Thought
super
so.
neat.
I
Yeah,
figured
yeah.
that was built into the corset somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they rigged it, and it really it super worked. I was watching, I was like, hey, we nailed that. Yeah, that was neat.
That was a fun scene.
That was a cool idea. Did you see that?
Yeah,
part?
yeah.
Like that was horrifying to watch, but so great. Like
Yeah.
that is the summary of Limbo right there.
Yeah.
Of Limbo and of Murphy, and Murphy is polyamorous. Bless him.
Bless him indeed.
Bless him.
I love it.
Tuesday
I love
night
it.
is orgy night.
Tuesday
And then Doc going, is it Tuesday?
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Like,
Doc.
maybe?
Doc needs some love. 10K had too much love and it cost him his hand.
Well, the last time Doc got some love, it was 3 women who got him naked and ran him up a pole.
That
So
is true.
Russell is naked a lot in the program now that I think about it. He's really taking it for the team. Thanks, Rusty.
I love it though. It's the last thing you'd expect, but it's always kind of a joy to watch.
Oh my
because
gosh,
he's
of
just
course.
so blithe about it.
Oh yeah, and he looks so great, and he's such a champ about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Russell will take his clothes off anytime.
It's actually in his contract. I have to have one episode
One
where
per
I'm
season.
naked.
At some point, he's gonna hear that. And then Billie Jean Girl in chat says that her favorite part of Limbo was the talkers recreating a scene from Friends.
That was so cute too.
I didn't recognize that because I never watched Friends. So
I didn't either, but I've heard the
Sorry,
jokes
girl.
about we were on a break, so it was less.
we were on a break.
It was more of the Captain America. I understood that reference.
Oh,
I was in that boat because
Friends.
I've
Yeah.
never seen an episode of Friends.
I don't really watch a lot of multicam.
It
stuff.
turns
I've
out
seen-
that all of the friends are really bad friends. So
Who
now
live
you know.
above
okay.
their means.
What?
What is wrong with all of you people?
I was like 12 when it was on the air. I was not old enough to watch Friends.
Yeah, I was
than
younger.
us.
Why?
I was younger too. I mean, they have it on like what Netflix, Hulu, and like
Yes.
all those streaming channels now. But like even then, I don't really watch.
Just not a David Schwimmer fan.
I'm just not a I don't watch a lot of multicam comedies. Period.
It's like you guys are all wearing "Make America Great" hats right now.
Don't say that.
I literally
No.
cannot be. David Schwimmer is a damn national treasure, and
No, that's
one
Nicolas
of
Cage.
the also. But David Schwimmer is one of
My
the
girlfriend would
most
agree.
underrated actors of our generation.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really
Are you
upset.
okay?
No.
Let's just move on because obviously she's really traumatized right now.
I think I just ruined my friendship with Anastasia.
Okay, guys, you know what? We're gonna work on it.
We're
We're
just-
you guys are gonna come over. We're gonna watch an
Okay,
episode.
okay.
And-
I mean, I've seen scenes, but I
There's-
don't.
yeah, there's
like
also-
I
of course
know,
you're-
you
yeah.
know, but
Okay.
it's relatable.
I'm a big fan of Smelly Cat.
Smelly cat, smelly cat. Okay, all right, all
I
right.
know
all right,
enough
let's
about
just
it to get
move
the references, but I definitely did not watch it. Anyway, now that we have thoroughly traumatized Anastasia and possibly convinced her that she has sidestepped into an alternate dimension.
And put a bonus Friends after show within this one.
Yeah, kind of. Let's talk about the Talker Underground.
Yeah.
Because you called this 3 episodes ago.
I did.
The symbol.
I did.
What did you
Oh,
call?
yeah.
I was excited. We didn't have time for predictions, so in my sign off, I shouted into the microphone, "It's Addy's Z-Whacker, and she's back, and she's leading the underground."
And it turns out that was she with one of the most dramatic re-entrances we've had in a while, with Murphy thinking that he heard Lucy and
That was-
running outside, like, stabbed me straight in the heart.
I know.
And then how was that for you?
It was cool, man, and it's funny because I was watching it and I was like, oh, now I think I should have like played a little bit differently and stuff. But yeah, I mean that was really neat, and it was kind of tricky to figure out because Keith and I were talking about it too. Like that whole scene, really, the challenge of that whole bit was, we're 2 people who, kind of don't like each other. Like we originally never liked each other, and then we had all this crazy stuff happen, and I'd always felt like a sense of responsibility to him, and like all saving the world and stuff. But then it was really just kind of difficult navigating we're 2 people who don't like each other who share a really deep loss. So that's like, and loss is obviously such a moment of connection and stuff. So it's like inevitably we bond. But then I feel like Addy had a whole lot of resentment towards him, and like, I was trying to track her, but obviously it was easier for you to track her. And, presumably the conversation they had beforehand off camera was where I was like, okay, well, did you find her? What happened? Where he tells me, well, here's what it was. And then I feel like he killed her in a way, or it was like it was his responsibility. And, so it was.
Yeah, you had that one line where it was just like.
Yeah, right. And I was like, right, and you didn't save her either. So yeah, that was it was a challenge trying to figure out how to play it, yeah. Because then at the end of the day, it's still like, even if you don't like it, it's still your family, that kind of thing, right? It's the only people that you've known for however many years in this dark, terrible world. So it's like, well, I love you, but I hate you, but I don't know anyone else.
I feel
Everyone else is
like
dead.
we're at 3-4 years of having this party together because we started. How many years after the apocalypse started did the show start?
3.
So we're at 5 years of having this party together then. Give or take.
No, there's a time jump between 3 and 4.
I can't math.
I think
This
we're
is why
like,
you don't do math on air.
on
folks.
air.
I think we're 8
like
years
over-
since
I
the
think we're about
apocalypse.
I think we're 8 years into 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
years into the apocalypse. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we'll get to it later, but Nat and I were trying to figure out how long it had been since Addy and 10K had seen each other.
While.
And we were thinking because we really split up. We reunited, right, where we found them, but then I went off with Lucy and the man. And the last time I saw him was when I was jumping off of a cliff, and then 2 years in between. So we figured it had been like 3 years since they'd seen each other.
Yeah.
Apocalypse time.
And 3 years in apocalypse time is
3
about the point
decades.
where you
Yeah.
just mark
You just
someone
go
as being
dead.
dead.
Right? Yeah.
Like, haven't seen them for forever? Well, they're gone. Everything that's been going down, goodbye.
True.
But yeah,
True dat.
some of those reunions, and 10K just rolling up on his own.
Poor 10K.
Just 10K.
Should we talk about it? Let's talk about it.
So yeah,
His
10K
hand.
is life sucks, and then you die, and then you get brought back, and then you get horribly traumatized.
And then you don't have an arm.
It's all my
And then you
fault.
can't
It's all my
shoot.
fault. Just kidding.
You were trying. You
I
helped.
was.
You made sure that it
The
didn't
hand
get
with the
infected.
nail polish.
That was a good option. That was a viable
was.
choice, I think.
Oh my god.
So many attempts
I didn't choose
were
the
made.
hands. Just saying.
No, but that was funny.
No,
It
you
was.
just have to sell them.
Yeah.
You get a hand. You get a hand.
Someone give him a hand; it'll come in handy.
Heyo.
Put your finger on it.
Heyo.
No, seriously.
No,
I could
He
do
was
the
paying
rest of
attention.
this show with those, and yeah,
Shows
no.
up.
just nope.
You know me.
I do.
Yeah, poor 10K, but he's finally reunited with the party. He's doing better with the whole figuring out his identity, killing zombies thing. We're back to counting, which is good.
Good. I know. I was excited about that.
Take out a zombie with a 2x4 and add it to the count. Just like, I'm so glad to have you back. For a hot second, we have most of the party reunited, and then, we split them up again because that's what you do when you have a 10-person main party at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's so good to see you. Let's split up.
See ya. Bye.
Hi, it's been 5
Bye.
minutes. Bye. Yeah, so continuing talking about Addy, her reintroduction to Warren and introduction to George.
Yeah. What do you guys make of that?
I feel like that introduction could not have gone worse for George.
Yeah.
And I actually really like how that played out.
Tough crowd, huh?
Yeah, well, Addy's been helping with the Talker Underground and trying to make this work. And we all know that Dante is at the top of, oh my God, Altura. Altura's most wanted. There we go. That is the word that I was looking for. Proto-fascist hellscape, most wanted. So that's what it's going to be now. I can't remember Altura, but I can remember proto-fascist hellscape. So immediately saying, we're looking for Dante, and it's, oh, I haven't seen you for a couple years, and this is who you've become. Goodbye. Like, it's a legitimate assumption to make, but oh boy, that hurts.
Yes.
I didn't even get that deep level.
Really?
No, I didn't go there.
Where'd you go?
I don't even know at this point because I was just like, I know their story so well, so obviously it's fine that they're looking for Dante, and I didn't even think about how that would sound to Addy. My bad.
Thanks for caring so much
So
about
welcome.
the things that are important to me.
Where is the bite on you from Lucy again?
Was it your hand?
It was my
Was
hand.
it your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was the part I was focused on in the three-way battle sequence
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
three
yeah.
of you, and you and Warren having that moment was like, yeah, she's not human anymore. Like, this is an interesting. They haven't been together for a while. The last time they saw Addy, she was human and jumping off a cliff.
Yeah.
And that's true. She Lucy better.
Wait. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I kind of just realized that too.
See, we've gone from hashtag Z Nation
Had I
Science to
not
hashtag
seen-
Z Nation Timeline.
Man, it's getting wonky.
It is.
Had Addy not seen Warren?
I think so, because Warren got
In,
shot and wound up in Zona in a
Zona.
bag for 2 years.
In a bed, yeah, she was in Zona for a while because I hadn't seen her for over 3 years or something. And I thought she was dead too.
Where creepy people were putting her in white lingerie and giving her pedicures while she was unconscious.
Like you do.
I will never get over that, okay? She wakes up and she's in pristine white lingerie and clear plastic high heels. What the hell is Zona doing?
It's practical.
Well, at this point, we're just kind of glad that they're a smoldering crater. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Addy reuniting with Warren and having that conversation about, this is what George and Dante mean to each other while they're fighting zombies is about the best way that conversation could have
gone.
happened.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And that makes sense too, right? Okay, you know what? That does. I'm glad. Okay, so we did a good job.
absolutely.
Because there's got to be like a lot of like resentment, I guess, across the board, and just like, wow, I don't even know who you are anymore. And plus, I'm just like mad at the world. So just mad at it all. Just
You've
mad.
got good reason to be. You
I'm
keep
upset.
losing important people.
I do. Every time I
happens a
care
lot.
about somebody, they just die.
Stop caring.
Okay. Well, that's what she's trying to do.
She's trying to drink it away.
That's true.
Drink it away.
It's like Warren needs to stop falling in love with people. It's like, oh, hey, she found love. He gonna die.
Yeah.
He's not long for this world.
No.
And lo and behold. And Megan asked, just out of curiosity, did Addy feel a little jealous towards George since Warren
100%.
seemed to be acting as her
100%.
mentor?
Yeah, I think that was sort of an angle that I was playing too. Or I think that kind of naturally read where I was like, "Who are you?" No, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the new me. Just because you're attractive and you have a cool haircut. And
Both eyes.
both eyes. Look at you with the eyes over there. Yeah.
Although the new look was amazing.
It was kind of cool, right? I did look rough. Not gonna lie. I looked rough. I looked rough. I look pretty rough. Yeah. I look rough. I mean, that was the idea.
Yeah.
But it was, it definitely, like, I guess I did read, and I was kind of going for that you just go, man, this girl that we've known for a long time to deal with difficult situations, like, this actually, like, broke her. You know what I mean? Like, Mac didn't break her. It kind of made her stronger in some ways, whatever, but that, like, Lucy really broke her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet she turned around and found a way to help. We have the talker underground. We have Dante, who was literally underground, and
That's cool, huh? Did you
yelled.
guys like that?
Oh
I did
my
like
God,
that.
it was a full-on pun and also ridiculously smart.
Right? Yeah, I was happy about that.
Yeah, so that was absolutely wonderful. And it was good to see Dante back again.
Yes.
He's
just
so
have him back in
cool,
the fold.
right?
Yeah.
I love him. I think he's really awesome.
I like how he plays the character.
Right?
Because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I didn't picture Dante like that. And then, because, when we read the script, you get a vision of who this new character is. And then when I saw his character get introduced, I was like, oh, he plays it really, really funny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
So.
great. But you have to feel bad for his situation. He may or may not be guilty. He insists on his innocence. We have video evidence to the contrary. Maybe kind of. It got taken away. And his poor wife. I think before we before we talk about the gambling and the underground and the other plot, we should do a little announcement. Take care of some
the
housekeeping.
sadness.
Yes.
All right. Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
So it turns out that we love you guys. You know that we do. And if you are the sort of person who does appreciate notifications, they do let you know the moment we go live. So none of that, when is it happening? Or, oh, I forgot it was Monday. You get the notification and then you can come see the show. Yeah, the other thing that you can do if you want to support us is head on over to iTunes, subscribe to the show, leave a review, leave 5 stars, because that's how this works. Look at all the stars. You need 5. And leave a review. Let us know how you think we're doing. We appreciate the hell out of that. It really helps other people find the show. It bumps us further up in the search results. And it lets our producers know that you enjoy the content that we're putting out. Also, if you leave a review, you get a shout out on the show. We don't have anything new this week, but you know, there's always time for next week. Do the thing, win the stuff. It's wonderful. Please support. Thank you.
Thanks.
So yeah, let's talk about sad things.
Oh god.
Oh.
Sad things and also gambling. Because we have a lot of the talkers from Altura and from Pacifica in this little underground hideaway under Limbo. Which on one hand is Murphy doing a good thing, and on the other hand is Murphy being Murphy.
Murphy.
I think Murphy's definitely grown a bit. I mean, he's still classic Murphy, but he's got a little more help in his heart. And that even started at the beginning of the season where he was reluctantly leading people to Numerica. Like, he knows what is right, and he's trying.
But he's also keeping these talkers and not feeding them. It's like, oh, that's the house store of bizkits. That's what we bet with. Yes, but you're going to have full-on Z's in your basement soon if you
And
don't take
he
care of
went
that.
to fix it. He means well.
Yeah, you know what they say about the road to hell.
It is paved with fabulous outfits.
Just come up with that.
It did. I was
That was a moment of genius that we just witnessed.
Keith's ensemble.
Oh my
And
god.
Docs. I've already said Docs, but they clean up good in Limbo.
Boy, do they ever.
I absolutely loved the ridiculous amount of decorative spikes on
Oh,
his
man.
outfit, and then just like doing the high five with Doc and whacking him with the spikes. And oh, sorry, like that's what happens when I fist bump people who wear rings all the time.
Those gloves are a smart idea, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That punk rock scene coming into play to help someone who doesn't like conflict.
okay, but like Murphy ever gets into fisticuffs, he prefers other people to do it for him.
I actually think Murphy would only prefer to get into actual fisticuffs and not a fight.
He
Like
would
the
start it by
classic-
slapping someone with that glove.
And then just run away.
He's just
Yep.
there for the outfits.
We just plan a scene.
I'm in. I want to see this.
Yep.
I
Done.
absolutely want to see this.
You
I
are so welcome, Carl.
Next season.
just want to see him slapping someone with that glove and taking someone's eye out, just
looking
because
like-
they're all spiked.
Looking like the Fighting Irish Notre Dame mascot and then running away.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we wind up with the big problem that we are out of biscuits because one particular talker has won them all. I don't think we ever got a name for this guy.
High roller.
High roller. He did not seem like the nicest of people,
No.
generally
He
speaking.
was very gluttonous and greedy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think if we went back to watch this closer, all of the 7 deadly sins would be in this episode?
We definitely had lust. Doc had a thing
We had
going
lust,
with
we
the
had gluttony, we had
Yep.
greed.
Yes.
cheating.
Envy. Who's envy?
Envy. This
I'm a little
lady.
Oh,
envious.
yeah.
That's right.
Right here.
Yeah.
Sloth? Question mark.
What's that's when you're sleepy.
Yeah, that's when you're lazy. 'Cause you
Lazy.
don't want to do anything.
Oh.
Pride. That's
Keith.
yeah.
That's
Pride.
That's Murphy.
Oh, who am I missing? I used to
Who would
know
be
all
the
of
sloth?
these.
Who would be
Who
the
would be
lazy?
the-
Kind of me. Well, because like when I'm drunk, I'm like, I'm sleepy.
That's fair.
Sleepy.
I'm sleepy.
Take on a couple. Yeah, someone in chat help me. Which sin are we missing? Like,
This is fun. I feel
I
like
thought
it fits.
we covered all of them.
we got
Right.
6. We're down 1.
Envy.
Pride.
Sloth, pride, envy, gluttony, greed. Did we do greed? Greed is everyone.
We did greed. Greed is Limbo.
Wrath.
Wrath.
Me, that would be kind of me. I'm mad.
I think we
upset.
covered like 3 of them.
I think
Yeah.
Wrath. I think
Yeah.
Wrath
Envy,
is also
Wrath,
Dante
and
at
Sloth.
the very end.
I think wrath is a lot of people
Wrath
in
are
this
the
episode.
talkers who are
Wrath.
pissed
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah.
about to turn zombies.
The vigilantes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we covered
Well
everything. That's
done.
very deep.
Yeah,
All right.
guys.
Wow,
Well,
you guys
so
are
many
I don't-
statements being
You're
made.
right.
I
don't-
peeked and I will see myself out.
You need to stay here. I'm not doing this alone. I've done this alone before. It's harder than it looks.
I don't know if that was intentional on any level or if that's just easy to do with a place like Limbo,
Maybe.
but that was good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easy to do with
That
a
was-
place like Limbo, but I would love to hear if that was actually the case.
You know, Carl's just going to be like, yeah.
Of course.
Sure, I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was always in the script. Fit in the 7 deadly sins. It's good. It's awesome. But yeah,
Yes.
this high roller is a thoroughly unpleasant person to be around, but according to Murphy, so lucky he shits rabbit's feet. Which was a glorious line.
It's unfortunate because as a talker, he theoretically could. And that's just not necessary to life. And you're welcome that I said that out loud.
No, I didn't need that in my life. I
You're
didn't.
so
I
welcome.
did. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
unfortunate.
feel like the
that
past
that came
10
out.
seconds
See,
of
like
Anastasia's
I
face
told
had
you
been
that's why I
perfect for
needed
this.
to leave because I hit a peek and then
And
I
that
just
was just
All downhill from now.
rapidly
You went from the 7 deadly sins
To the gutter.
yes, real quick.
just balance. I just keep balancing.
Give me the shovel. Give me the shovel. Stop digging. Thank you. Thank you for the metaphorical shovel.
Right.
But
yes.
watching Doc playing poker and losing terribly, and then Murphy cheating with his blends was something
Very
I
good.
adored.
That was very good. I thought that was so smart.
Was that at the tail end? of the
Yeah,
episode?
and that they put so much emphasis on, oh yeah, we have blends here and they're go-go dancing and they're doing the silks, which was really cool. And
That's
also, where
stunning.
did you find that?
Yeah,
That
no,
was
yeah,
cool.
that was real. Yeah.
But it was very much a B-roll, setting the scene, look at all these amazing performers, and then, oh, by the way, they're extremely useful. Not just for aesthetics. I love it, and just the gross out factor in this episode was incredible. Like, I feel like we leaned into it and just went.
Did you see
Between the puke game and the...
I only saw the puking. I'm like,
Poor Russell.
Oh, no, our high
Was
roller
there-
ate all the Z-biscuits and exploded.
oh really?
Yeah.
And then they had to pick
He-
the Z-biscuit remnants out of
His-
him
Oh really?
so they could feed them to the talkers so the talkers wouldn't turn.
He refused to concede his winnings when the house won, and
Yeah.
tried to shove as many biscuits
was
as possible.
really
And
into
how
his
did
mouth.
he explode though?
He straight up
He
exploded.
exploded.
Too
much
Z
in
Nation
his stomach.
style.
Yep.
But I mean, like, why did he explode?
Because he like ate
ate
so many. He was okay. Z
I
Nation
get
Science.
because your
Z Nation
body-
Science.
He's like, nom,
That's
nom,
all you had to
and
say,
then
Z Nation Science.
Yeah.
Your body's
He ate,
technically
like,
dead,
50
so it
biscuits.
can't help.
Okay.
But that's
Push ya.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's
There's
the
the
Z Nation Science.
Yeah.
And so he grows bigger, and then he explodes, and it lands all over Russell's naked body,
Yep.
and it's just like gooey.
And Murphy
and
uses him as a shield, of
shield,
course.
Oh,
and it's
man.
like it looked like mustard and ketchup and
Ew.
anyway.
And
Oh
biscuit
my
pieces.
god,
It
that's
was so
that reminds me of like
nasty.
10K stub when they were putting that on, and I'm like, oh, it looks it looks like you said, like the mustard and ketchup. I'm like, I can't eat a burger with mustard
Ever
ketchup
again?
ever
So that's
again
good.
because that's what it looks like now. Yep.
Just one of those moments of
Try not to think about it.
really love their practical effects. They were really well. Oh.
We had lunch before that. Yeah.
So it was a happy ending for most of the talkers in the underground. Poor Marjorie had a habit of escaping and screaming her husband's name, and when our Altura vigilantes show up, that doesn't help.
No.
That just doesn't help. And so we end up with a dead Marjorie, of course. Like the second they got her hands on her and put the gun to her temple, I'm like, it doesn't matter how negotiations go, she's dead.
Yeah.
She's not coming back.
She's a goner.
So we are down to Marjorie.
Yeah.
And Dante is in captivity and going to Altura, where we will have a sham of a trial, I'm sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other important thing to note that we learned in this episode is that Estes left Zona when Zona was still fine.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Start Altura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So his original statement about leaving that life and trying to find a better thing is BS.
Mm-hmm. Because Murphy knew it, like, oh yeah, they left him to, they sent him outside to go do a startup, which I guess was this. Like, oh, great. Zona 2.0. That's what we need in our lives.
That's where Pandora comes into play. I have theories.
I'm a little terrified of her. You know what? I think
scared.
we can wrap this and then go into those theories because I want to hear them. So we end our episode with the party back together for the most part for a hot second. And then we're going to split them up to divide and conquer.
Yep.
And so, yeah, we had hilarity and also tragedy because this is Z Nation and this is how we do things. Do we have any final thoughts on the episode?
I do also enjoy when 10K gestured his hello and they took in the fact that he lost his hand because that was the first time they were seeing it. And he was like, I have news. And it had nothing to do with his situation.
With the massive injury he sustained.
Like, no, they've been just carting around tourist zombies. And I love that it's tourist zombies.
Yep.
And I love that at the beginning we had ones with an I Heart Burbank shirt and a Sharknado
The
shirt.
Sharknado.
I noticed the Sharknado one. I didn't see
keep
the
it in
I
the
Love
family.
Burbank. Yeah.
Yeah. We had to back it up and take a look at the Sharknado shirt again. Like, did they do that? Oh, they did the thing. Yep, okay. Yeah. So the story is starting to come together, so much of it as we know. And now we are splitting the party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any last thoughts on the episode? Any behind the scenes stuff you want to talk about? Behind the scenes stuff in general, not necessarily for this one?
I just thought it was a fun episode. Like it was just a different world, and I enjoyed the different games and what Murphy was up to because he's always up to something.
Yeah, I thought Keith was really great. I really liked. I was just talking to him, and I was telling him that I really liked his change from when he's like the host in Limbo, and he's like putting on a show because obviously Keith does such a great job, and it's just like big and boisterous. But when they get downstairs, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. I gotta feed these guys. Where the fuck have you guys been? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening? I don't know. And so he's like, it's not under control whatsoever. So I thought that shift was like really, really beautifully executed.
He needs an adultier adult.
Yeah, she's like, I'm the worst person to leave to manage these kinds of situations. And I really like the the potential of where George and Addy, where that kind of thing goes, where she's like, cool, I don't know you, I don't trust you, and it's a little bit of a competition, and like, don't think you're the new me, and those are my friends, and like, I am curious to see how people, I mean, I know where it ultimately goes, but like, I feel like as a viewer, I'm curious to see, okay, well, what ends up happening? Like, yeah, they shook hands, yeah, they're like doing a thing, but will they ever really bond or join, will there always be a little tension?
Well, and that's going to be put on hold because Addy is bonding with the team again and George is off the dock.
Yep.
Lucky duck.
So I think at this point we can lean into predictions.
Predicciones.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I will forever love this light show.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
It is
ridiculous
pretty
things. All right, I want to hear
fun.
your theories. Let's go.
Well, I'm realizing as I think through it more, it's not that great of a theory. It's more of like a duh. I think this is going to happen.
Do it anyway.
But with the pace that Z Nation moves, we're going to be back in Altura next week, I presume, for the trial. And at the end of the episode, I kind of just feel like it's going to come out that Pandora did it and something's going to flip. Because we already know that Estes and Pandora are in bed together. They might physically
Quite
be
literally.
in bed together, but they're also in cahoots together. Because she did the creepy lick thing on his face.
And that
traumatized me.
definitely insinuates intimacy.
It
Yes.
traumatized.
She went for that.
She did.
But yeah, so
yes,
it's
I'm
gonna
relaxed.
be it's gonna be interesting to see.
All right,
That
we're doing reenactments. I thought you two were on a
That was
break.
after that's after hours. Yeah.
Well, it's AfterBuzz.
Look, it's after hours somewhere.
But yeah, it's gonna come out that Pandora did it, and then her and Estes are gonna reveal part of their ultimate plan. Maybe not to the entire group, but to the audience. It's my theory.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like that's more of episode 10-ish territory. Like, I feel like that's a thing we won't get for a bit yet. And I say that because I've watched the preview and the sneak peek
Oh,
that
that's fair. I
they
also
posted
haven't
online.
seen
Cheater.
It's like, it's on YouTube. Officially. on YouTube.
Resourceful.
I haven't seen those, and I would normally agree with you on like in episode 10 being where that happens, and I should have watched the previews. But I also think back to Z Nation season 1, where one of the main characters died in the first episode and another one died in the 6th episode, and it's just, we can't have nice things, and it moves quickly.
Yeah, Sierra in chat points out it's the episode 6 curse, R.I.P. Marjorie, and Billie Jean Girl goes, oh my God,
Ooh.
someone did die in episode 6. The curse continues.
Oh wow.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but it wasn't in the
They
main
know their
party.
stuff.
Didn't hurt as much as a
Episode
lot
6
of other
curse.
ones. Yeah, the
Right?
episode 6 curse.
Wow.
That's a good point.
Every time it comes around, I look at my guest booking and go, all right, who's going to get recommended to me?
Thank you for both being alive.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We try.
Usually if I get, hey, you really need this person for this episode, like season 1, it was Tom Everett Scott, and I was like, okay. And then we had him in, and I went, what?
What?
And so from here on in, it's, you really need this person for this episode, and I go, why? I have been hurt by the behind the scenes for this show, and I regret nothing because it's always fun.
Okay, well, you've seen the previews.
We're getting
What
a
do you
road trip
predict?
from
Okay.
George and Doc is what it looks like, and it's called Doc's Stoned History.
That's gonna be
So-
fun.
Okay.
It's just so great.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
excited.
Take my prediction and, like, table it.
So
just like scooch it.
Scooch it.
yeah.
I stand by what I said. Just the timeline is off.
And then the rest of the
Wibbly wobbly
party
tiny
is
whiny.
trying to find the bakery that bizkits come from, trying to solve that particular mystery, which I'd say is a necessity, given that it's just like they appear out of nowhere and are in limited supply.
Do you know
Like,
what they
no one has
remind
questioned
me of?
this?
Do you know what they remind me of? They
Girl Scout
remind me
cookies.
of the Pillsbury cookies that have the things in them,
Yes.
but then you burn them.
Yes.
Maybe
That's
they're
what it
chocolate
is.
ones. They make ones in different colors.
That's what
It's America. We can have anything we
we
want.
can. I love those Pillsbury cookies.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I want your guys' predictions on what the biscuits like are and where they come from, what they're made of, like that whole bit.
If it doesn't have brains in it, I'm going to be super confused.
I would love it if they'd come up with like a soy brain substitute.
A soy-
Something ridiculous. that it works.
That would be-
That this whole time they're
It's
like
been
soy.
synthetic.
That's
Hashtag
really
Z Nation Science.
That's real.
Z
I'm gonna say
Nation
right now that's not what it
Science.
is, but I really wish that it had
Here's-
been.
Like Beyond Burger,
I don't know if I
but
should say this
Beyond
because
Beyond Biscuits.
The unbelievable, like
Beyond
the
Biscuits.
Impossible Burger.
if you go on certain sites that I won't say in case we don't want to say this on air, you know, they list episodes a couple ahead and give the
Sure,
summary
sure.
before it airs, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
kind of get hints that you wouldn't normally get. So I think I know what the twist is, actually, thinking back to a list I read. And should I say it?
No.
All right.
No, because we're working off of stuff that has been officially released, and just because some sites get summaries beforehand and put them up doesn't mean that we don't want to give things that might be construed spoilers to the audience. So we're sticking to what has been officially released by Z Nation and Sci-Fi.
All right. I accept that.
That is how we live our lives here. We're gonna talk after the cameras go.
Oh
off.
yeah, I'm gonna shout it as soon as we sign off. I'm sorry, guys.
You know we're not a real show. Carl's like, tell them everything. It's fine. No one cares. Thanks for trying. I appreciate that.
Yep, and our producers definitely care. So, and our audience cares. We
You guys
really
care.
don't want to spoil the audience. Megan is giving my favorite reference. Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green.
Soylent biscuits are brains.
Yeah.
Yep.
You seen that they have drinks called Soylent now?
I know it's upsetting.
It's a meal replacement, and it's terrifying to me.
I don't want it.
No, like
don't want
whose
it.
bright idea was
I need
that?
to chew. I need to chew at least. Whatever I eat, I need to chew it. The meal.
And on that note, I think we're gonna call it. Thank you so much for joining us.
guys.
Do you
Thanks
have any
again.
other projects you're working on that you can tell us about?
No, not right now. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm shooting a short film, like in a few weeks.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Nice.
that I'm
Get it, girl.
helping my friend produce it, and it's like a horror thriller, psychological thriller. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
You
so,
better get it, girl.
Yeah, when it comes out, let us know so we can see it.
Yeah, I will for sure.
Sounds fun.
I need a job, so anybody wants to give me
Oh, I would like another gig too, but
so
that's just like a
those are
weekend shoot.
available.
We are
Hire them.
We're available.
for the spin-off.
Thank you.
Yes. We can do Black
Or just
Summer.
another show.
Yeah.
Period.
We can do Black Summer. Why can't we do the spinoff?
right.
I'm in. I'm down. I need it in my life. All right. Where can the people go
The
on the
prequel?
social media? The
It would be
prequel.
the prequel.
The midquel.
The
Midquel.
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 I like it.
where can the fans go on social media if they want to keep up with you?
At Sydney Viengluang, at Sydney Vieng, and at, those two.
Annie Awesome on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm Michelle Cullen, one of your hosts, and you can find me on Twitter at Michelle_Cullen.
You can follow Megan at the Menguin, TheMenguin, on all the social medias. And I am Katie Cullen. You can follow me all over the social medias at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. Thank you guys for sticking around with us. It has been super fun. We will see you next week. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.